Common mistakes with prepositions. We all complained bitterly for the food. We all complained bitterly about the food. Liam failed from maths last month. Liam failed in maths last month. I had always been interested for history. I had always been interested in history. He doesn't listen me. He doesn't listen to me. He loves with my friend. He loves my friend. His advice was a great help for me. His advice was a great help to me. What kind of music are you interested? What kind of music are you interested in? He spoke in behalf of our class. He spoke on behalf of our class. She entered into the kitchen. She entered the kitchen. Common mistakes with prepositions. Let me help you on your work. Let me help you with your work. I recommend you to take this pill. I recommend that you take this pill. Come to here with me. Come here with me. You must insure for theft and fire. You must insure against theft and fire. I'm not really good in maths. I am not really good at maths. We went in a trip last week. We went on a trip last week. I dream with you every night. I dream about you every night. Somebody answer to my question, please. Somebody answer my question, please. Do you want to try this blue dress? Do you want to try on this blue dress? Common mistakes with prepositions. He had a daughter of his former wife. He had a daughter by his former wife. What is the time in your watch? What is the time by your watch? The answer of this question isn't persuasive. The answer to this question isn't persuasive. Tom is incapable to take care of himself. Tom is incapable of taking care of himself. It's better to avoid to make him angry. It's better to avoid making him angry. Are you in home? Are you at home? I don't remember my first day in school. I don't remember my first day at school. We crossed the river with a boat. We crossed the river in a boat. We stood on a queue for half an hour. We stood in a queue for half an hour. Common mistakes with prepositions. I'll stop for you in the crossroads. I'll stop for you at the crossroads. Sign in the bottom, please. Sign at the bottom, please. He was in the bottle for 5 years. He was on the bottle for 5 years. They are weekending at the coast. They are weekending on the coast. Leave the motorway to the next exit. Leave the motorway at the next exit. Cross with care on the traffic lights. Cross with care at the traffic lights. Jane is on her 4th year at university. Jane is in her 4th year at university. Her name was inscribed by the book. Her name was inscribed in the book. I put the coin at my pocket. I put the coin in my pocket. Common mistakes with prepositions. I got a good deal for my new Toyota. I got a good deal on my new Toyota. My cousin lives in 168 Oxford Street. My cousin lives at 168 Oxford Street. Have you ever been in a ship like this before? Have you ever been on a ship like this before? I listen to the radio in the way to work. I listen to the radio on the way to work. Do you like swimming on the sea? Do you like swimming in the sea? She got on the taxi. She got into the taxi. I work on the morning. I work in the morning. We have 2 classes at the afternoon. We have 2 classes in the afternoon. It began to rain on the evening. It began to rain in the evening.